There are many traditional treats in the state of Maine that people either love or maybe just don't love as much. Whoopie pies, moxie,
and Needhams. So this week, our Aaron Myler went to find out how to make the candies for this week's edition of Myler Makes It.
Hey everyone, we're here at Robin's Confections in Biddeford with Robin herself. Now we're making Needhams. We got some Maine potatoes with us. Why a potato?
So the potato really just keeps the interior nice and moist. That's really the secret of having a potato in this. It's the binder. You cannot taste the potato in the Needham.
So it's not like a chocolate covered potato chip.
Exactly, exactly.
More like how like an egg in a cake. You don't taste an egg in a cake, but it just gives it that like
Absolutely.
keeps it together.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And really, you can't taste the potato, but when you taste the end result and you see how moist it is and how it just puts everything together perfectly, you're so grateful that it's a real potato and not a flake.
So you guys, that's something slightly different than anywhere else that you do, is that you use a real full potato that's like literally potatoes,
Yep.
not just some other kind of thing instead.
Oh yeah, we hand peel, we mash them every single morning that we make potatoes. It's the only secret to our Needham, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we just peeled them. What's the next step on this one?
So we're gonna cut them up.
You said there's a special way we got to do it.
Now, this is probably just my way. This is just kind of how I've discovered that I like it, but I'll kind of go in half once, and then we'll just, nice and easy. And I mean, that's it, you know.
Oh, not too hard.
And then we'll just put them.
Kind of like we're making mashed potatoes.
Absolutely.
Oh, you handed that to me the
Chef.
correct chef restaurant kitchen way. Oh, okay. I'm not going to not be a hero.
That's fine.
I'm not as confident with
It's
my
beautiful.
knives.
Look
It's a
at
very
that.
good knife. My knife is definitely not this sharp at home. Oh. Then we just got some water in a pot. Literally, this is like, I mean, it's just, we're taking a potato and we're making mashed potatoes, essentially, for the first part.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys. Well, we got the rest of the potatoes here. We're gonna go boil these here in a second. We'll have the next step coming up in the next half hour. Okay, guys, for Myler Makes It, we're still here at Robin's Confections in Biddeford making Needhams. Robin herself with me. So you said there's 6 ingredients. We have butter melting in a double boiler. What's next?
So now I'm gonna have you mix the stuff one at a time, okay?
So we got the butter.
First step right now, the butter's in there, it's melted. So now we have the potatoes that we mashed, and there's a little bit of salt on there. So go ahead, scoop that in.
Everything needs a little bit of salt to taste good.
Absolutely.
Sorry, this is not as graceful like to be doing it.
But all right, it's beautiful.
Perfect.
So this one I'm gonna have you just kind of stir to combine. It doesn't need to look beautiful. Just kind of get that butter and potato mixed in together.
Oh yeah, this is not that graceful of a mixture. I mean, it's butter and potatoes, so it's still kind of awesome. It's like a really buttery mashed potato.
Exactly.
I mean, probably too much butter, but is that good enough?
That's perfect.
Okay,
Yep,
so then what's the next
absolutely.
step?
So the next step is going to be our powdered sugar. And I'm going to have you pour this in, but I'm going to have you pour it in nice and slow.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will be enveloped in a giant sugar cloud. That's up to you if you want that.
I mean, I do the weather, so I work with clouds, and I'm also doing this and making it, so like a cloud of sugar. Dreams. Dreams can come true today, you guys.
So this one I'm going to have you mix a little bit more smooth. This one's going to look a little bit prettier than the first step.
Okay. Right now it just looks like a ton of powdered sugar.
Yep. Still good.
I mean, obviously, yeah, sugar with the butter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just, you know, getting better and better every step.
you gotta love sweets. I love the sugar. I mean, all good ingredients coming together here. Is this looking right so far?
You're doing a great job. Yep.
So it's gonna come together nice and pretty compared
Yeah.
to where we are now.
Absolutely.
That's like a lot of with cooking and whatnot, and baking and candy making apparently as well. It doesn't
It
like.
just looks terrible for so long until it looks perfect.
Okay, we're getting there slowly but surely. Oh, that really does melt down a lot.
It does. And you know what? I think you're done. I think that looks
Oh,
great.
yay!
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy enough. Okay, and
Okay.
then the big other ingredient in a
The
Needham.
other big star of the show is definitely the coconut. This is what people really taste when they bite into a Needham.
This is what I love coconut candies, coconut everything. Yes.
Absolutely. So
Just
you
pour
go
it in?
ahead and, yep, pour that all in. And then I am going to pour in some vanilla right on top.
Vanilla makes everything taste better.
It sure does.
I don't even want to know how much this much vanilla costs, you guys.
So this is where I want you to really use your muscle. This is really the last step in the mixture.
Or lack thereof.
You're doing great. So go ahead, keep stirring it until that is totally combined. And that is the whole mixture.
That's the whole mixture.
That's
okay,
it.
step 2, check mark. We're gonna keep stirring this Then we're gonna let it cool. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna be dipping it in chocolate for step number 3. We'll have that coming up in the next half hour of Myler Makes It. Okay guys, we're still here at Robin's Confections in Biddeford with Robin for Myler Makes It. We're making Needhams. So over the break, we actually took them, we let everything cool down, we cut it up into the shapes that we all know and love. Now the next step is the most exciting. We get to dip it in chocolate.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how does this go? We have our little tools here.
So
What's the
every
next step?
single Needham that we do is hand dipped. So I'm
Okay.
gonna have you kind of take your fork here. I'm gonna have you spear it all the way through, okay? There
Okay.
you go. Now just like a nice healthy dunk right into the chocolate.
Just, it's not gonna fall off?
Well, it
Oh.
might. Then we're gonna tip the excess off.
Hottest new single coming soon, you guys.
Then we're just gonna kind of turn it over here.
Okay.
And this is where we just kind of push it down, or it might fall right off the fork.
Okay.
And you're just gonna kind of cover the top. See those little holes?
Just like make it look
Yep,
like
you're
we
just
didn't
gonna
just
move
spear
the
it.
chocolate around
Oh,
exactly.
you would never know. Well, you
Perfect.
might know with mine, but oh, I messed that up. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do another. So tell me, potatoes, chocolate. What's the history of a Needham?
So Needhams were invented in Maine back in the 1800s, and they are named for the man who discovered them. He was just kind of, you think about confections, they're not as many back in the 1800s as there may be
Nowadays.
now or
Yeah.
in my store. And potatoes he found that they were a nice binder of all the ingredients. It keeps the interior nice and moist.
And we have a lot of potatoes in Maine.
Exactly, yeah. So, a big, huge ingredient that worked for so many things. And that kind of brings us to where we are today. We keep along with the traditional recipe, and that's really what makes it special.
Cool. Well, we just made Needhams, you guys. So the next step, step 4 is coming up. Best step, we get to eat it. I'm so excited. There's other flavors too. This is not just these. We're gonna try a couple flavors here. That's coming up next in the next half hour for Myler Makes It. Oh my gosh, you have so many flavors here. Now, which one would you say is your favorite?
Definitely pina colada.
Ooh, just like the drink?
Just like
Ooh.
it.
Okay, so we're back. Robin's Confections with Robin here for Myler Makes It in Biddeford. We made a Needham, actually. What would you say with the Needhams is your most popular flavor?
So by far, I would definitely say our original Needham is the most popular.
How it normally goes.
Of course.
So is it time for a taste test?
I think so.
We made this.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to us. Tastes like Thanksgiving.
Really get that potato flavor in there?
No, it doesn't. It tastes like coconut.
It does.
And sugar and chocolate, which are all amazing things. So it's kind of exactly what you want it to be. It's so, yeah, you wouldn't even know there's potato in here.
Absolutely not. You just, the thing about that is the moisture.
And the binding, and
the
it just helps
binding
it.
of it.
And you can tell it's
absolutely.
moist and it's just good. Now, you said you have a bunch of other flavors here, a bunch going on. These are seasonal, you said?
Yeah, I have some seasonal. I keep a lot of flavors in the store all year round, but for, the end of the year, I've got pumpkin pie, I have peppermint. One that we are particularly proud of that we have all year long is sweet potato.
So we just kind of flipped the script on that
A
one.
little bit.
I'm gonna try that one. Now, earlier you were telling me you love pina colada, so I feel like you have to go for that one.
I think I will.
But these both look amazing.
Yep.
One more, why not?
It's still so good.
What else is in there?
So we got some cinnamon in there, and we have some
That's what it
brown sugar on the top.
You can
Really
see it.
just kicks it up a
You
notch.
can see the orange. Right in there for a sweet potato. I mean, it really is.
I still peel the sweet potatoes, hand mash them just like the regular ones.
That is so good. These are great. Now, Robin's Confections. Did you name it after yourself, or how did you guys get this started, or what happened?
I did not name it after myself. So this is a family business. My parents own the business, and I run it. And so my stepfather had the idea to name it after me since I do all of the sweets. So yeah, it was kind of his idea.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you love it or hate it?
I do like it. I do. To see where this business has grown in 12 years, it makes me really proud to have my name on it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for having me today.
Yes, thank you for coming. You did wonderfully.
Myler Makes It. We did Needhams with Robin here at Robin's Confections in Biddeford. I suffer for this art, for you guys, for the viewers at home. We're gonna go keep eating these in the back because
Yep.
I don't want to eat any more on camera. Bye.